Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Lotus, Lotus the Sage. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to look into what medicine does your soul need. We're going to figure out what your prescription is from Spirit, and we'll get into a whole bunch of cards. So for pile 1, your option here is the hedge witch. Pile 2 is the tree. And pile 3 is the polished amethyst. So my loves, take a second, resonate with one of those objects, and I'll see you at your choice. Welcome my pal 1 who chose the hedge witch pin. We're gonna find out what your soul's medicine is, excuse me, or what Spirit's saying that they want you to do, practically your prescription. And then we'll go farther into the tarot and figuring out why this is important for you now, this particular medicine. And then we'll find out how far you are in, let's say possibly it's, say this follow through of your prescription, the instructions given for your prescription. Yeah, and we'll just see where you are in that process, and then your closing guidance. So let's get started, pal 1. Nice. You have number 14, healer, shamans, shamanka, pneumite, excuse me. So my lovelies, it feels like your soul medicine, or what Spirit's talking to you today about, specifically healing hands, healing energy in particular. They're talking about healing modalities, your own specifically your own healing gifts being more in the forefront of your life. They're asking you to explore all the different ways that you can nurture and trust in your own gifts, how to keep developing and making them stronger while you are still expanding. So they want your focus, or your medicine right now, is to put your focus on the healing arts. In whatever way this transpires in your life, but there is a very strong emphasis on hand healing, like energy hand work. That's what I'm getting the most strongly, regardless of the picture, but obviously it can be some form of a shamanic initiation. It can be any kind of healing initiation that they're either asking you to go into. There's a really big ask for expansion when it comes to your healing gifts specifically. Let's see what else. Your prescription. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. And get to know each other. Interesting. Learning to meet another's needs for love is important for a relationship to grow. What I feel Spirit is talking to you today about when it comes to the soul medicine you need is getting to know this part of you deeper. Like I said, this expansion energy, the healer within you. Meditate, excuse me, and contemplate how you can expand these gifts and which way or direction to go into for the expansion of said gifts. So it's really talking to me, I feel, about the masculine and feminine side of you, getting to know the ancient healer that has been you for many a lifetime. So it's, excuse me, absolutely, it's tapping into that ancestral history and your own personal memory, your own your own personal cellular memory. I'm hearing there's a gate that will be opening up to you very soon, and they're giving it to me in a dream-like state or a meditative state, meaning like you might actually see a portal or a door or like an outline that is lit up, in other words, and they're asking you to pass through. And when you're confident enough and strong enough to pass through that gateway or that portal, there's so much to be gained, is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm going to say. I can't even put that into words because I'm sure it's going to be way better than what I could describe. Let's see what else. Full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. Maybe there's a speed in which you want these gifts to come, or it to feel more obvious in a way, or to gain more confidence much more quickly. Again, there's this tempering energy, right, of really getting to know oneself first. So cooling the emotions so that one can contemplate and meditate to get to know yourself better when it comes to these specific healing gifts that you have and have always had. Ah, beautiful. It says, I love you. These are very important words. And I think that's, again, it's right back to the self. They just brought up the word persecution. They said maybe that is what some of this fear is behind when it comes to past lives, that lingering energy within that DNA strand, is how they said it. Or energetically, however this is translating for you, about feeling prosecuted for your particular gifts, or being chastised or ridiculed, judged, called a charlatan. You know, like there's I can feel that hesitation there, but I feel for you that this outweighs that. You know, even the colors, it's interesting. It's like, I love you, cool the emotions. This outweighs any of the doubt. It's beautiful, like that cooly blue and then this like reddy orange, you know? It's interesting. So they're saying go into the cooly blue. Okay, my loves, let's see why this is important for you right now. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We'll look at the white cards in a second. We have Justice in the reverse. And then we have the Six of Cups. Underneath the Eight of Wands, we have the Fool with potential. Underneath Justice, we have the Empress in the reverse. And underneath the Six of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Spirit is reiterating the same thing we've already tapped on, or is touched on when we came to technically the soul medicine for you. So it's saying with this Eight of Swords, Justice, and Six of Swords, it's again about tempering that energy. Meditate and contemplate so we can bring back balance into a forgotten part of yourself. It's like to remember is what I'm getting. It's to remember what you were, what you are, what you've always been. That's beyond that particular portal. You have this amazing potential. It's like to be everything that you desire. That's I know how cliche that sounds, but that's literally how I'm feeling this. It's almost like how to get to what you desire is finding this balance within yourself, of remembering, of reconnecting with a past timeline that is connected to this timeline. So they're asking you within this meditative contemplative state is to negotiate the plan with yourself on how you're going to choose to feel confident and safe enough to remember. When I say that, it's like most people will assume that, you know, the things that we want to know, we should know. And sometimes that's not the case. You know, sometimes we are not ready to receive what you already know. For whatever reason, personal barriers, again, past timelines, hurts, things that stick to us energetically or through our own lineage. And I feel that some of that has to do with this energy, whether it's in this lifetime or a past one. But it's feeling like it's very prominent in the reason why there is this want to rush in some degree, because that rush is in the knowing that I've already done this work. That's where this anticipation or this anxiety or this anxiousness, I should say, is. It's like there's a deep knowing within you that like, I already know this stuff. But Spirit's like, you have to reteach yourself because you have to get reacquainted with that energy again for the spark or that thing to ignite, you know? It's the actual outlet, in other words. Like you have the plug, you just have to plug it in. And right now you have to construct the outlet. That's the best way I can describe this energy. Interesting. Okay. Underneath the Eight of Wands, we have the Soul on Fire in the reverse. Yes, I do reversals for this card. This deck, excuse me. Then we have Collaboration of Souls. Interesting. With Justice, excuse me. And then we have Manifesting and Doing with the Six of Cups. Beautiful. Why this is important for you now, my lovely. There is this, again, this soul on fire. Again, when we're talking about tempering energies, cooling your emotions. In the reverse, cool it down. Eight of Wands, cool down the speed, slow down. You know, that's what this is. Again, reinforcing. And Justice here, balancing out, collaboration of souls, get to know each other. This is similar to like the Lovers card in this deck, if we want to give it a comparison energy. That's what this is like. So it's, again, how am I reconnecting with myself? Balancing, again, the collaboration of my past versions of self, you know, past timelines of self. And how you do that is by doing, manifesting and doing, going into the past, meditating and contemplating, cooling the emotions, and tapping into that particular portal energy for you that is available for you and always has been. They've just been waiting for you to be ready to receive. With the potential, the Fool, it says, look at this, make a mission statement for your soul. Absolutely. That's that plan we were talking about with that potential energy of the Fool. With the Empress, we have light in the unexpected. Need we say more? Again, talking about what it is that you actually want, right? The abundance that you're actually seeking, whatever you want. It's in the unexpected, and for you, it's in the doing. And right now, you need to do in the meditating. That's where your doing is. Not in the action doing. And then with the Two of Wands, there it is. Creator air. In the mind, you know? That's where the plan has to come. Still needs to slow down, but the thoughts have to come first, you know? You need to change the thoughts, change the programming, or remember the programming in some degree. Interesting. This is lovely. So why this is happening for you now, lovely, is because they want you to level up. They want you to have this for your life, to have the abundance that you're seeking, to have the connections, and to connect to the people that are going to benefit from your type of healing and your particular soul's energy. So let's see now either where you are in taking this particular medicine, if you've taken it at all, and or some guidance or advice. Not advice, but guidance and reminders or things to keep in mind. We have Death in the reverse. I'm laughing because they're like, they didn't start yet. Seven of Wands. That's funny. And Spirit of Wands. We have Revolution. It's the Tower in the reverse. Okay. Okay, maybe. Five of Swords. And the Wayfarer, which is the Lovers. You have that technically twice, my friends. Okay, beautiful peeps. Where are you in following the directions of your prescription? They're telling me that you're resisting. Or, excuse me, they corrected me. There's a part of you that is still resisting. You do want to go about this, and you are taking small steps. Oh, how do I word this? Okay, so in Spirit's perspective, they're small steps. For you, they are not small steps, okay? And I don't want to sound mean that way, but that's how they're showing it to me. It's like, yes, you have taken the initiative to do some of this work, but because, the belief behind it isn't solid, that's why they're kind of small steps. You know, even though you are making progress. I hope that makes sense. So again, with that outlet and plug analogy, it's like you're still constructing this outlet for you to be able to plug in. And right now you are distraught about what you're fighting for, so to speak, or where to go, again, because the plan isn't here yet. We haven't meditated and contemplate, hence the Five of Swords. In your head, kind of confused, there's no winning in this particular situation. You're always finding an excuse or a reason not to or a reason to something, you know? And then with that Lovers in the Wayfarer in the reverse, underneath that Spirit of Wands, it's like not connecting strong enough again to the potential of what you can be. It does come back to a doubt within the mind. And again, they're still bringing me back to a past timeline. Because it's like you start off like, yes, I think I can do this. I can fight for this. And that I think I can is the problem. It's the I'm doing right now. Spirit's like, just do it. Just do it. Find the plan or the strategy, whether that's my routine is going to be for the next 14 days. I'm going to make sure that I set aside 6 minutes a day for me to do meditation and to sit still with myself and be in any emotion that is present with me at the time. Period. And if I'm going into a specific meditation, meaning I'm going into a meditation for a specific reason, an outcome, etc., as opposed to just trying to tap in, then what am I asking here? What are the questions that I'm going to ask within my meditation? What do I need to know? What am I afraid of? What am I scared of? How am I afraid of my full potential? Show me. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so with Death in reverse, welcome the Divine Masculine. See, in the process. And I'm getting, they said the distorted masculine, the distorted divine masculine, and they're saying that in the essence of this slowing down energy, there's too much fire. You know, there's too much fire involved or force involved. And right now, you need to be in a very feminine energy, energetically receptive, in other words. So why I'm feeling this, it's like why you can't get past a certain point is because this divine masculine wants to do right now, and Spirit is asking you to be right now. With the Seven of Wands, we have feed your artist, right? Wants to be, not do, wants to be. And then you have Creator Earth with the Spirit of Wands. Be grounded, earthed, planned. So where you are in this process right now is you're still, like I said, resisting, but this is where they want you to go now. Feed the artist, feed what this needs right now. Balance out that divine masculine energy, the force energy, the do energy, and ground. Create from where you are, because the blueprint is within you. With the Tower, we have limitations, inspire innovations. There you go. Whatever is limiting you, my love, it is inspiring what needs to come out of you. So embrace it. Sit with it. I cannot stress that enough for you, pal one. With the Five of Swords. Look at this. Success and transformation. That's beautiful. So the transformation of the mind, creating that specific plan, grounding in, balancing out, feeding the parts that need to be fed. Light in the unexpected to find those innovations. Beautiful. And with the Wayfarer, we have inflow with money in the reverse. Interesting. Maybe that's part of the masculine energy doing, you know, because of the fact that they said the distorted masculine is making me feel with this energy here in flow with money. It's like if I'm not connected and balanced properly, I can't be in flow with what is meant for me at the moment. Because if one is pushing harder, farther, first, instead of allowing it to be, again, in flow, instead of forcing the flow, we're going to come up with resistance. That's life, and that's freaking always life. You know, and whether we recognize it or not. That's what Spirit's saying right now, about like where you are in your process of your soul's medicine. Hence why it's so important for you now, because they know where you want to go. They know what you're capable of anyway. They know where you've been, so to speak. So Spirit is really just emphasizing for you, can you take some time for you? And they said 14 days specifically when they said that, so I would definitely hop on trying to see what you can accomplish in those 14 days when it comes to transmuting and transforming these particular thoughts about the way that you progress when it comes to your spiritual gifts. Wow, my beautiful pile one, that is your soul's medicine. Let's get some your closing guidance. Again, this is from the Lover's Oracle. What's it called? The Love Oracle, excuse me. And again, you can use this as humorous, but I usually find always a connection with the reading, so I'm gonna make it fit. So you have Ricky Martin. It says, sex is like exercise. Practice and discipline are essential. Boom. Look what we're talking about here, right? When we're talking about meditating, contemplating, get to know each other, getting back to know and practicing to get to know oneself, calming the soul, collaboration of soul. It's like practice and discipline. So you need to get back to the practice and discipline of what something you've already known, something that you do innately, you know? And then you have, the crowd can go wild, but love is something only your secret heart can know. And that's right on so many levels. And you'll only know when it's right for you to step into that portal when you're ready. You know, the rest will be revealed to you. You will be in flow, but you cannot force or you cannot pretend, so to speak, that you're ready before you are. Even if your mind thinks you are, your body will be like, oh no. Spirit will be like, oh no. You come and sit back down. And then it says, keep your friends like your bathing suits tight. That's your information. That's your soul tribe. That's your knowledge. That's your information. Keep it tight to you. Understand what you're building, what you're creating, what's sacred to you. And honor that. You know, my love? So practice and discipline. Your heart will know when it's ready. Do not rush, my lovelies. Oh, my beautiful collective, I'm sending you so much love. I hope that was helpful. Until next time, keep on in your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my pal 2 who chose the tree. So let's find out what your soul's medicine is. Let's find out your prescription, pile 2. Before we get into that, let me explain what's going on here. So this would technically be your prescription. These energies are involved with this one, of course. This side over here, the tarot cards and the... why do I always forget this deck? Sacred Creators deck. This side is going to let us know why it's important for you now, this particular medicine. And this side over here is going to figure out like where you are in this particular journey. In other words, where are you in the process of either following the description or the instructions for your prescription? Have you started your prescription? Did you not start it yet? Where are you, etc. on that journey? And then we'll get some guidance for you at the end. Okay, my loves, let's get into your medicine. Ooh, you have celebration number 4, sacred ceremony, red jasper. So my loves, it honestly feels like for you guys, like your soul's medicine right now is you need to go on a vacation and chill the F out. Like in any type of way, in any way that you view that word vacation. Like there is a need for celebration, of celebrating your past successes, of taking time to acknowledge the shit you've done and what you've accomplished. Be proud. It's like a self-celebration. It's like a party for no reason. Party for what you have accomplished. This is what this is feeling like. You know, and it's also like letting people help you. It's letting people celebrate you too, you know? Like don't feel guilty about it or something like that I'm getting too. They're making me feel like you like to be the one who organizes stuff like this. And I think that's part of the reason is because you don't you don't like how people do it or you can just do it better when it comes to organizing something like that. I don't know why they're bringing it to me, but that's for somebody for sure. And so you're like, I would just rather do it. And you doing it means that you're doing work, which means you're not really celebrating. You might enjoy that, but it's different. They want you to like be celebrated. Either you doing it for yourself or people doing it for you. It doesn't really matter. That's what I'm getting. That's the soul your medicine needs right now. That's the soul. That's the medicine your soul needs right now. Jokes. Okay, let's see what else we got. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. And I'm feeling, hold on. They told me to hold on. Sorry. Oh, wow. Just about to say that. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. You see what I'm talking to you about here, my loves? When they're like a climbery. Wow, you guys are making me twist my words. A fiery climax approaches. This is what we're feeling. We're saying we, spirit, you, higher, all of us. What we're saying here, my love, is this is the point. Like, you've reached this particular climax of stuff. Can you celebrate? Can you just be here and slow down and celebrate what you've accomplished? Look at all that you've done, the magic you've created. You know, like this it's time to celebrate. I'm not going to even say it anymore. Time to celebrate. Come on. Pile 2. Then you have full moon in Libra. Find the balance. And this balance for you, my love, they just said very clearly work-life balance. You love the work, but that playtime for you doesn't always end up being a playtime. Your playtime ends up being host or hostess or organizing or something. They're like, they want you to do nothing for a bit. Like I'm getting like, sit down. Oh man, Pal 2. And love endures. So it says, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So again, coming back to that funny comment that they said that you do it better and you like to do it. It's like, just let people do for you. Who cares how it's done? The fact that they're even showing this time and appreciation is all they want you to focus on. All they want you to focus on. Things will not fall apart. Things won't get forgotten, you know? Like, and if it is, it's not a big deal. Like, they just want you to enjoy your life right now for a bit. Sorry, guys, there's something on this bothering me. But they just want you to enjoy your life right now. Really and truly. Let's see why this is important for you. 4 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Star. Freedom, you have the Chariot. We'll look at the white cards after, sorry. Ace of Cups. And the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. So this can be for some of you. Some of you could feel like a little bit of discontentment with work. You know, maybe that's what this is. Like, maybe you've been working so hard at something for so long and you're finally maybe at the completion or done with it, like I was saying before. And you can sort of put this project, this thing to rest, to bed for good. Like, I'm done with it. It's over. That's what this feels like. But this is interesting because like the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is like, maybe you've been working on it for just super long. Maybe that's really what the emphasis is. Just been working at something for longer than you want to. They're giving me like 4 months to 4 years. So whatever that is for you, my loves, like, this is where why it's important. It's like there's a need to heal this energy with the Star, and the celebration can recalibrate that energy, that dance, that music, that laughter, that good food, that company, you know, like all of that can switch up that frequency that's within you that may have been felt a little lackluster and drained from a particular project. It really does feel like a particular project or a particular thing that you've been working on for a while. So my point is, like, it feels like it's being ready to launch, or it's already in production, so to speak. Regardless, the point being is celebration being the topic. The reason why it's important for you now, because there's some sort of discontentment when it comes to this area of your life, or just exhaustion. You know, And so that healing energy, which is where this freedom comes, excuse me, the star, the healing energy, then underneath the Four of Cups, there's that freedom. It's like wanting that freedom from this discontentment, that movement forward to something that's more fulfilling, satisfying. No more conflicts, no more butting heads, no more answering to people, no more deadlines, no more this. Like, it's straight up, 𝗪𝗁, like it's straight vacation vibes. Straight. What else we got? With the Four of Cups, you have you, the Muse, in the reverse, fitting. And you have, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, change maker, make waves. It's the Star, changes. Look at this, loves. Look at this. You, the Muse, look, uninspired, unmotivated, Four of Cups, discontent, exact same thing. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, change maker, make waves. It's time for change. I'm done with this. The Star, healing, changes can begin. As you can see, like, I don't know if you can see actually. As you can see the leaves, you know, breaking off and separating this energy now. Change is afoot. Like, everything that I have built and structured now can be set out, like I said, released out to the public, or so some way produced out, production out, is the point here. But this is the feeling that I'm getting. This is where you are at. It's like, I need a change right now. I need this. And what they're saying, to create this change energetically, even if you cannot actually vacation, meaning get away from where you live, go to a party, tell somebody to give you a party. You know, like, I need a party. Where are we going? Tell that friend, and then, like, let them organize it. Like, whatever it is. Amazing. I love that. Underneath the Chariot, freedom, we have integrate your knowing in the reverse. I think that's a little bit of that letting go of the control when it comes to the Chariot and integrating your knowing. It's like, just let go. It really is, love. It's like, let go. You don't have to do everything on your own. And then it says, with the Ace of Cups, it says, what do you really want, in reverse? Yeah? See, because you're not quite, because you're not quite there yet, right? You're not quite in that space of getting to do something that's going to emotionally satisfy you. So they're asking you, like, what do you actually really want then? What do you want? What are you seeking? What are you going after now? So if you don't have that answer, it doesn't matter. That's not really the point here. They're saying you need to recalibrate your energy with celebration. That's when you'll figure that out more clearly for you, and maybe not go back into another opportunity that's exactly identical to where you came from. Not to say that the opportunity was not good. That's not what I'm getting at. It just took way more out of you than expected, or took way too long, or too many delays, too many people to answer to. And then underneath the Five of Wands in the reverse, it says, ambush fear with your ferocious dream, in the reverse. That might have been what put you in, again, not that this was a negative situation, but put you in this particular project, thing, idea, was possibly, it was available, you know how to do it well. It was work, it was money, you know, like that kind of energy. And this feels like, okay, I've done enough of that kind of stuff. What am I doing now that's really going to satisfy me when it comes to my work and what I'd like to put out into the world, or whatever it is that I contribute to? So I feel more so, as opposed to being fearful, ambush fear with your ferocious dream, it's almost like becoming clear about what that fear is and what that dream actually can be. Because I don't feel like it's a fear that you're avoidant of, per se. I just feel like it was sort of maybe possibly circumstance, or a timing thing, or just one has to do what one had to do to get by for a while. And there's no shame in that. I absolutely get that. But I do feel like you're now past that stage, or that era is done. So the point being is, like, it's time to celebrate, my love. Just get it. Get her. Okay, so for over here, let's find out where you are in this following of your directions when it comes to your prescription. Have you started taking your prescription? Have you not? The Sun. Lovely. I feel like you have. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Cups in the reverse. Six of Wands. I think it came up right. And the Eight of Cups. I think it really is, where you are is that you're trying to embrace this releasing of control or letting things be, but like I said, like you do enjoy doing it. Like there's no shying away from that fact. But there is still a really deep focus on you still need balance, my love. You still need to balance out and chill the F out every once in a while with no expectation of anything to be done. And I feel that you might disappoint or, I don't know, in some way, that it's your obligation to do it some way. Because they're asking you to like walk away from that way of being, of always being the doer. You know, like it's in essence, in this particular sense of quite literally work smarter, not harder, and not more. Unless naturally, of course, if you want to, but some of it feels like it's too much. So where you are in the process is I feel like you're still juggling and trying to find that balance. So before you can actually legitimately walk away from, I guess, this type of environment or workplace or, I don't know, resource even. Yeah, it's like there's this process for you, my love, is like you are still trying to figure out this, finding that balance for sure. You're trying to find the victory within, let's say, allowing yourself to almost take the lead in your own life or go at it or go out into the world alone, doing something that maybe you've always done as a group or as a unit. There's an energy about that also. But I feel like Spirit's like you have all of the skills that you require or that you may have leaned on other people for, you gained within this, they keep saying 4 years, but again, 4 months is what I'm getting to 4 years, but they keep saying 4 years. This 4-year period of whatever you were studying, learning, putting your energy and time into your efforts, it doesn't matter, whatever that was for you. Like you learned what you needed to do. So you can allow yourself to celebrate this personal victory. And it's okay to step away from a lesson learned. That's really it. They're giving me elementary school vibes. That's so interesting. Like going from the 8th grade into high school. You know, it's that feeling. Not to say that you're elementary, my dear Watson. It's not that kind of energy. It's a matter they're just giving me that feeling of like knowing that you have some really fond memories of a place that you've been at for a very long time. But there's a new maturity that goes in and you, again, start back at the beginning, so to speak, but you're not really a beginner. We all know this, right? And this beginning is a beginning for you, you know? So with the sun, perfect. Raw intention, how perfect is that? That was my shoulder, sorry guys. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the distraction of shiny things. Was it upright? Yes. Yeah, the distraction of shiny things. And then the edge of evolution feels messy with the 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, you want to, but you're still trying to find the balance, and that's the distraction of tiny things, of you doubting yourself, of you wondering, can I do this alone? Can I go at this and be successful? Is this the right time? Is this the right thing for me to do? But I'm really good at this. Maybe I should stay here. It's a little bit more comfortable. All of that talk is what I'm getting here. It's like, we know it feels messy, my love, but you need to celebrate, like we said, so you can recalibrate this energy for you to figure it out. So follow our directions. With the 2 of Cups, you have 1 step ahead is all you... Wow. Yeah, 1 step ahead is all you need. That's right. One step at a time, my lovely. Take it easy. Take it easy. And then with the Six of Wands, you have the sacred flow of yes. Yes, the sacred flow of yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I'm capable. Oh man, this is perfect. With the Eight of Cups, the now. The now. My love, the now. Do you hear Spirit calling? I can hear you calling. I can hear you call. Don't know what song that is. Anyways, and then it just brought me back to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Go to sleep, little baby. That siren call. That's what that was, that siren call. So maybe there is some sort of siren call for you to get out of something, or something has been calling to you. But that's the sacred flow of yes, that particular calling, that now. It's now is the time. Celebrate, recalibrate, so you can step into the future that you're wanting, my love. Do not doubt that, because it's here for you. You just have to, I'm telling you, you have to chill. You got to take a break first. Number one, none of this is even important right now, in all honesty. Like, you just need to chill. Okay, beautiful, amazing. What is your closing guidance? You can take these as light as you like, but I always find a meaning, and I will make it fit. So, but, you know, take it as it resonates. You got Britney Spears. She says, when gambling with love, hedge your bets. See? When we're talking about gambling with love, and this was a part of it. You did gamble to gain something, but you can no longer be in this particular energy anymore. It's like, again, you have graduated this. It's time to move on. Take the freaking risk. Take the risk of getting hurt, because being in love can be toxic, but the high is amazing. In love with what you do, failing at what you love, and getting back up and doing it again because you love it that much. You know, because you've invested that much, because you worked at it that much, because you know it's right. You know, so take that risk, my love, but chill out first. And then it says, trust your family to take care of you when you can't. Find that balance. Let people come in and help you. Let them, like I said, tell that friend, I need a vacay. I need to do something. You and I are going somewhere. So you book it. I don't want to think. You know, like, it's that kind of energy. And that's still right here, Britney Spears. Although, knowing Britney Spears' life, a side note, like, trust your family is a whole other situation for her. And that might have a side note for you where you're like, I can't trust my family. That's the reason why. So hence why I said friend, right? So whoever or however this plays out in your life, my loves. But that's your medicine that your soul needs. And I hope that was helpful. And I hope you heed these messages, my lovely. Celebrate. I love you. Till next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my pal threes who chose the polished amethyst. Let's get into what your soul's medicine is and what's needed for you. All these top cards are technically that. The cards on this side are going to let us know why this is important for you now. And this side's going to be where you are in following your directions of your prescription. i.e., have you started your prescription? Are you in the mid process of it? Are you almost done your bottle, so to speak? You know what I mean? Anyways, that will be that energy, or where you are in the process of the journey, of course. And then your guidance card at the end. All right, my loves, let's see what your soul's medicine is. Woo! Soul retrieval number 29, middle world, Galena. Yo, pal 3, yours is gonna be deep. I can already tell you right now. Let me tell you right now, this whole soul medicine for you, my loves, is that you are being asked lies. They said you have an opportunity now to retrieve a part of your parts of your soul that have either felt disconnected, lost, or latent. They keep saying it, you're re-entering a period of reclaiming all that was taken from you. And they said all that you misplaced. Woo. They're probably asking you to do no. Spirit's like, it's not a probably. We're asking you to tap into your... They keep using portal today, a divine portal that is within you, but yours is coming out of your crown chakra, as opposed to like diving into like an astral realm of some kind. You know, yours is directly, like they're showing me, to my knowledge, in Egyptian culture, aesthetic, and costuming, that covering of the head supposedly is supposed to be alien heads, but regardless of that, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the shapes of things. How everything was very tall and up, again, connecting to source. You know, they're showing it to me like that. You have like this pyramid of light is what I'm seeing on top of your head, and it's going up into a triangle. Like it's like, I don't know how else to describe it to you. That's what I'm seeing. So, and that source connection for you is that part that was disconnected in some way. It's almost like the elevator wasn't coming to your floor for some reason. And now something has shifted or has opened up, or like they said, there's an opportunity for you too. Interesting. Wow. Let's see what else we got, pile 3. Your dreams need a practical plan. So when I said it's not like in this dream-like state or ethereal or that kind of state, like astral travel, these kind of state, excuse me, couldn't get those words out. That's what they're talking about. This is different. It's like, it's very, like I said, a personal portal. You've opened up a personal portal. And that journey to merge, to go through that particular portal now, is what needs a practical plan. Interesting. I'm still a little not sure yet, but it says, spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in a significant relationship with, listening and talking to each other. So what I'm feeling here, my love, is that's what this is. It's like when you're going into that state of mind, so to speak, when you're finding in that dream state, meditative state, or that trance-like state, whatever that is for you, when you're in that space, that's where you're finding the plan. That's where you're spending quality time with yourself to figure out which parts are needed to reconstruct what has been lost, misplaced, or latent. Then you have full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah, this is scary. I can imagine this being scary, you know, like to retrieving parts of yourself that you don't know what you might find, but I don't think this is anything that you're not needing in this particular life right now, is the point. So regardless of whatever it is that you are retrieving, it is necessary for the next part of your journey. They just said for the next part of union with yourself. Wow. And then have faith. Yes. Trust your faith in this situation. See, my love? Trust your faith. Let your fears dissolve and trust your faith. When you're in that liminal space, start making that practical plan and spend some time with yourself, your higher self, your guides, whomever that you speak with. Maybe use that Galena crystal too as you're grounding in this meditation. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let's see why this is important, pile 3. This is so juicy. 3 of Wands in the reverse. Temperance. I'll do the white cards after. The Mystic, which is the Hierophant in the reverse. Sorry. The 10 of Wands in the reverse. The Nymph of Swords, which is the Page. And the Spirit of Pentacles, which is the King. So, why is this important for you now, my pile 3s? Interesting. I'm getting a sense of, okay, because of the fact that they're focusing on spend quality time with yourself, I'm getting a sense of wanting to push ahead. And I don't know in what sense, if we're talking about a soul retrieval here, there's a sense that you're wanting to rush a particular part of this process. they're telling me that there's a particular like I don't want to use rules because rules is the wrong word. There's a particular set of duties, accomplishments, things that need to be done in a particular order so that this soul retrieval can be presented to you for like as the opportunity. There's something about you disciplining yourself and tempering yourself on how you get there or the ways in which you get there. Let's say, for example, the modality that you've been taught asks you to go into deep breaths first, example, count down to 10, then climb up to, like, there's a procedure. There's nothing wrong. I'm just giving you an example, right? And when you've gotten so comfortable with this particular procedure, then maybe now you're skipping like 2 and 3 or 1 and 4. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's something about that because of the speed of how you can get to that particular state that you're still skipping steps. And again, not that it's that deep when you're skipping steps, but there's a purpose and there's a point to that. And it's to get yourself energetically balanced and leveled, or energetically leveled is what they said. Instead of as fine tuning to continuously get there, which is sort of skipping the stages, instead of just gradually turning it to the knob, like turning the knob to the dial. And right now we're fine tuning. You get me on that knob, and that's what this feels like. So they're wanting you to again follow the steps right now, and that's where this practicality, the practical plan is important, because there is something that you have like your soul has already let go of. Hence why this opportunity is being presented to you. Hence why this is a medicine for you. It's like again this Nymph of Swords. It's like it's here for you, and this orb is bringing me to this orb here, and it's bringing me to this orb here in particular, in the mystic. So, which is a Hierophant. So that sort of lack of discipline in an area that needs temperance, but you've been given an opportunity for something, but you're not yet ready to fully receive it yet. It's like just not yet, because there's something that you just need to get back to the basics of. And again, when it comes to this practical plan of how you get there, like you do need some sort of ritual. That would be the better word. A better ritual to get you to this place, as opposed to just jumping there just because you can. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else we got. With the Three of Wands, we have fill your cups with sacred giggles. With Temperance, we have accept and receive in the reverse. That's freaking fitting. With the Mystic, we have cut the cords of doubt. So what I'm feeling first here is, again, embracing where you are and finding that acceptance of knowing that you need to go through a particular ritual for yourself. Accept and receive that this is what we're asking you to do if you want sort of this next part of the initiation, for soul retrieval. Not that you need initiation for a soul retrieval, but there's something about being prepped to receive. That's the point. It's being prepped to receive. And so you being able to cut the cords of, it's not my way, it's just like, can you just let go of the doubt and realize that this particular pathway is necessary right now. So don't cut this cord yet. That's what I'm feeling, honestly. So it's like, please accept and receive. You're cutting cords, we're cutting corners. It's how they just worded it. Cutting corners, and that's not what we want you to do. Interesting. The Ten of Wands, it says, choose who you are becoming. How beautiful. Because like I said, you've released something, like your soul is ready. You're ready for it. And then look at this, Nymph of Swords, and then Creator of Fire in the reverse. They just said it's because the idea is there, but like again, the energy, the frequency is not quite there. You're not fully dialed in yet. Interesting. And then with the King of Pentacles, you have the good kind. They said this is the good kind of wait. This is the good kind of delay. This is the good kind of hold your horses. You know, like there's no rush, in other words, for the soul retrieval as much as you want this back because it is yours. Don't get me wrong. but there is also a reason why it was either, like they said, misplaced, latent, or forgotten, or taken. You know, so however this might have apply in any timeline or life energy of yours, it's like, this is the good kind of shit that you want. Like, this is the stuff that you want. So don't rush this. Don't rush your process. Enjoy this particular journey on retrieving your soul, because it's not a quick process. It's not like opening a catalog. Okay, I'll take this back, I'll take this back, and I'll put this away, and I'll take this. It's not like that. You know, it's not so easily done that way. You can eventually get to that kind of process, as we can all see that your speed is hella quick, and we know that you can get yourself to that place. But again, there is still an order to things, is how they're saying it. Interesting. Let's see where you are in you following your directions or instructions on your prescription. Have you started it? Have you not? We have introspection in the reverse. Which is the Hermit, sorry. Then we have the Nymph of Wands in the reverse. The Nine of Wands. That's actually what I was thinking of when I was looking at this card, which is interesting. Chance. Wheel of Fortune. How lovely. Six of Swords in the reverse. And the Warrior of Swords in the reverse, which is the Knight. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so my lovelies, were you on the process of taking in this medicine? I feel like you have taken it in. And I feel like you're like mid-bottle, let's say. You know, like you have taken the time to reflect, and now you're able to sort of make actions or make that sort of plan. You're not going about it too fast. You're not rushing anything, but you are going to finish what you started. You know, you've been through a lot already. You've been through the battle. So it's sort of like, I've already been doing this for so long. Why the fuck, what does one more month matter? Do you know? It's that kind of energy. It's part of my language. And then there's this serendipitous movement or integration within what is gathered, is what I'm feeling, that you're no longer, again, there was a little bit of a sense of ego here, and not necessarily in a bad way, just being like, I can already do this, I can get here quick, you know, like, why do I got to do it this way? It's that kind of process. That ego is subdued. It's put aside, it's understood now, in other words. And again, not going about anything too hastily, not overly thinking about anything, not overly sharing anything either. It's a really deep sense of faith, quite literally. So I do, my lovely, feel that you're the only pile I can say that I feel that is like almost done their bottle of this medicine, of this soul retrieval. Either way, if it's not the soul retrieval per se, it's that energetic frequency that you had to level out for you to be able to fully digest the soul retrieval. All right, let's see what else we got. We have Creator Alchemy. Get it, pile 3. Like I'm telling you. Ready to transmute all of it and been doing it. I'm so proud of you. And then you have, oh, look at this. Fall in love with your own freaking story. And I think you did. That's what I'm telling you. You guys are the only pile that is already started taking their medicine. Then we have gratitude again. That's it with the Nine of Wands. It's like, again, like I've already been at it for so long. What difference does it make if it takes me one more month? Again, this is just a hypothetical time frame, right? And then with the Wheel of Fortune, we have befriend the word polarize in reverse. Ooh, they said I'm no longer they're talking about you, and I'm talking from as if I'm you. Excuse me, that's what I do often. If I always say I, or that's where it's coming from. I'm not any more I'm no longer polarized with my own feelings and emotions, no longer polarized with the parts of me that were disconnected, misplaced, forgotten, etc. I am befriending that there are two different parts of me, or two different halves of the same whole, and I'm looking for the broken bits of it, that create this particular whole. So I'm no longer, in a polarized energy. I'm in unity, in harmony with that. Again, that sort of ego subdued is what I'm getting at, And then with that Six of Swords in the reverse, you have you are living poetry. Beautiful. Movement, energy, growth, abundance. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you have follow through. That's a straight up reminder. I think there's nothing more to it. I don't think it's anything deeper than that. Just keep following through. Do not, I don't think you will. Like, I don't think I have to remind you of anything. Like, you're this creator alchemy. You know this. You don't need to polarize anything in your life anymore. You're creating things into harmony, which hence falling in love with your own story. Gratitude for this acceptance and gratitude for this particular process that is leading you to this particular soul retrieval, which creates this beautiful life of you living in poetry, of allowing yourself to accept and receive, to choosing and who you're becoming, the best version of yourself, to letting your fears dissolve, to having faith, to getting to know yourself better, to spending more quality time with yourself. I love it. So my loves, that is your soul's medicine. Let's get your closing guidance. And again, as I've been saying, you can use these as light or as deep as you want. I always find a way for them to connect to the messages that we are doing. So, but again, use them how they fit. Get it, pal 3, Jay-Z. You have avoid one-off deals or else make sure they're really worth it. See, this is what I was talking about, cutting corners, right? Of making shortcuts. They want you to do that. They're like, avoid these one-off deals, avoid the shortcuts. Things still need to be done in an order. And then it says, the right partner is the one who can match you and then some. And I feel like the right partner in this sense is what we're talking about. Spend some quality time together is yourself, the masculine, feminine energies. When you can match yourself and then bring yourself some, you know, you are in competition with yourself. And then it says, who's going to help you run this world tonight? You know, and that's what I think that you're discovering is you. Like, it's not like you're not going to need help, because help was going to come, but there's sort of like you were sort of fighting to get to the front. And I don't think it was on purpose. Like, I want to be first. It was not that kind of fight to get to the front. It's just like, I want to get through this so fast because I want to get to the work, the play of it, you know? Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. And that's why I feel like this is, right now, all of this retrieval is, who's going to help me run this show tonight? It's you, the other parts of your soul that you are retrieving again, that you are remembering, that you are finding, that you are igniting, whatever that is for you. That's so amazing. So my beautiful collective of pal 3, those were your soul's messages. Those were your soul's medicine and the messages Spirit wanted to deliver to you today. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao.